two of our favorite clients for a service that we call mNET, which stands for Matrix Managed Network Services. So we brought these two individuals on here today to talk about their experience working with the team here at Matrix and give some insight on how powerful the mNET solution has been for them. First and foremost, I just want to get out of the way. Can you both verify that neither of you are being compensated in any way, paid or anything like that for coming on this testimonial today?
They don't even pay me for what I do here. So,
that is
I don't
perfect.
mind. Yeah, no.
Ryan, I did
I
from the email.
understand.
I did offer a $50 Amazon gift card as a thank you.
I'm aware.
I want to be totally
but they
open
denied respectfully.
They did
So
not.
The first question I want to ask is, what type of challenges was PRG facing initially that kind of led to the conversation around mNET?
All right. So yeah, the important thing for us is to recognize kind of where we came from. So we are a company with 4 facilities. We've been in business for 50 years. It is precision roll grinders, so it's not that secret. But we've been around for 50 years. We have we started out with I mean, I'd say just extremely slow, unreliable networks, connections to all 4 of our facilities. They're in different states, and most facilities had a single T1 line. And I think our headquarters had maybe two or three bonded T1s. I mean, it was still pretty pitiful. And you know, as time goes on and business becomes more modern, you know, between our customers and the software that we need to run, we really require reliable network connections, both between sites and within the sites. And the infrastructure in the facilities was aging and unreliable. So really, we were looking for Matrix to help us out with just a complete gut and redesign of our network systems and architecture for how we're going to connect the facilities. So really, you know, from our standpoint, it was just a start from right from square one. Let's start from scratch and make it right. And you guys really did that, honestly. It was, I lived through the old network at least, what, probably 4 months, I guess, before we started ripping into it.
Rather than years.
Yeah.
My years of,
yeah.
My hair out.
Right. And it's been night and day. I mean, you guys, you know, set us up with an SD-WAN product that connects the 4 sites. We've got now redundant network connections, and that's just on the hardware itself. And then moving forward, you've maintained, you know, firmwares. You've kept an eye on the hardware through your remote monitoring. You watch the network connections on a regular basis, and you know, you fix problems we don't even know we have, and then just tell us afterwards, and we go, okay, we didn't even notice it, but that's great, thank you.
Yeah, for a bit of context, like, you guys are also not only an mNET client, but you're also an MCaaS client, Matrix Connectivity as a Service. And so when Larry's talking about that, that's our SD-WAN and circuit sourcing, monitoring, maintaining solution that we have for a variety of clients. mNET is not a new service that Matrix Networks offers, but it is a very impactful service. And so it's a combination here. And Dan, you said that the current challenges you were facing with the network led you to pull out all your hair. Yeah. What was your experience like?
Well, I mean, originally, like Larry said, there were, you know, just like a T1 line to each location. I think we had a bundled one here. I don't remember exactly how it was, but we had like 5 megabits per second out of Allentown and 2 and 3 out of our other locations. And we're trying to run an ERP system that's located here in Allentown over that. And it was just like, it was bad. It's really bad.
I'm not even sure we had managed switches. I think they were just.
Yeah, I don't know what they were. Now, then we did move to an MPLS, and that was not much better. Really, you know. But once we went with the SD-WAN, things were great, and things have been great the whole time. And it's like Larry said, it's like they know. It seems like your guys know that when things are wrong before we even hear anybody complaining about anything. And, you know, so that's fantastic. You know, a lot of times they'll have it fixed before we even know that anything was wrong, or even the people who supposedly had the problem at the other locations, even before they knew they had a problem.
Tim, bookmark that comment.
Yeah,
that's a good comment. Dan, I was going to ask her.
It's true.
If there's certain features or benefits that you found most helpful about the mNET service, and it sounds like you're talking about proactive support. Would you say that rises to the top as the most helpful?
I would say feature? That rises to the top. Yeah, it's like I'll get something and it'll, you know, somebody will say, one of your tech guys will say, oh, well, you know, we're experiencing problems on this line or something. And it's like, I don't know, you know, nobody said anything. So, and they already know about it and they check it out and they fix it, and, you know, very, very quickly.
Yeah, and I would just add to that, we're not even though I said we have 4 facilities, we're not a huge company. Our IT team is a sum total of 2 people. And at one point in time, it was 1 person, just Dan. I'm wearing multiple hats. So there isn't really a lot of opportunity for us to understand how to do what you do, honestly. So for us to hire a staff that could do what you're doing would be, even if we don't pay them anything, right? No,
Yeah, just like me, you would pay them nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So
No,
yeah.
it doesn't make sense. So especially for small businesses, you
and-
really do that. We'd rather focus on the software we need to run the business and not on the back end hardware that you hope is just there, right?
That's great. With just a few minutes left, would you recommend mNET to other businesses in your industry, and why?
Yes.
So
I would, because you take away basically, that sounds weird. You take away our responsibility for it. I mean, you know, we don't have to worry about it. It's very good to have in the back of your head that there's somebody who's looking out for you, kind of. So you know,
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
that's your new motto. We're looking out for you.
I'm gonna change the tagline right now.
Right now.
Hey, well, gentlemen, we wanted this to be short and sweet. Hopefully this is a great insight to those of you that are watching the video, hearing from your peers how mNET has helped these 2 individuals, and hopefully can help you in your future network management needs. So thanks for watching. We have a lot of great content on YouTube if you want to take the time to get even more education on LAN WAN management, and we look forward to serving you in the future. Cheers. Thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
oh, was I supposed to hit record?